For many performers, the audience's entertainment is of paramount importance. For Adele Morgan, it's a whole lot more. For Adele, each concert is more than just entertainment. It's an inspiring celebration of hope.
I love to make people happy. I like to move people emotionally and spiritually. Seeing people's faces and the response of them understanding, oh yeah, that's where I was, at one point in my life, and seeing tears and seeing happiness.
Jane, you got a new hairdo. Says she feels like $1,000,000. Donna's had another facelift. This time it's tummy tuck.
Born into a large missionary family, stage lights and high-powered concerts were light years away from where she came from.
My parents were missionaries in a little village on the Yukon River in Alaska called Grayling, and I loved to sing. And my sisters wished that I didn't love to sing so much, but I always knew that I wanted to sing, and I always knew that I wanted to tell people about God.
Make a change that shows. Make a change you can be sure of, so that everybody knows you gotta make a change.
Everybody would always ask me, when I was in my 20s, well, aren't you going to go to Nashville? Aren't you going to get signed? I won a trip to Nashville. It was just kind of on a whim thing that my neighbor wanted me to do.
Everything seemed to be falling into place, but at the last moment, Adele felt God calling her to return to Alaska.
Just realized, that was not the right timing for me in my life as a mom and as a wife.
In 1987, Adele was diagnosed with type 1 diabetes.
I really thought then, how can I ever pursue music with dealing with diabetes? Just kept writing songs, singing wherever I could.
For many years, she struggled to record music while balancing the demands of a life-changing disease with the joys of marriage and eventually raising her daughter, Elena.
She just said, well, Mommy, why are you taking shots and why do you feel sick? And I said, well, honey, because Mommy has diabetes now and she has to do this to live. And she said, well, will you live for me, Mommy? And I said, yeah, and it just hit me, really hit me. It gives me a reason to live. And I could hear the song going through my head, but I never wrote it for about 7 years. And then I finally wrote down the words and I recorded it. I've been able to sing that all over the country, and it affects a lot of people that have diseases like I do that have to live every day with something.
After 17 years, Adele discovered freedom by trying insulin pump for the first time. Instantly, her life changed for the better. She became an outspoken proponent of insulin pumps, so much so that she was contacted by the pump's manufacturer and hired as a full-time spokesperson.
It's just very ironic how sometimes those really tough things in our lives will become a blessing. With my diabetes, the thing that I thought would be just devastating to my life has been something that has allowed me to do music and travel all over the country.
I have found the truth, and the truth has set me free. Indeed, please excuse me, but you know I can't dance when you stand on my feet. All right, Pierre, let me hear it.
While music has always been a passion in Adele's life, she soon found that people were truly what she was passionate about.
I think the biggest joy of my life is just meeting new people.
Adele has become a highly involved member of her community and has had the opportunity to sing and speak at official government functions. Her songs have received substantial airtime on radio stations. Her music, featured on 3 CDs, has been critically acclaimed, and she has received several distinctive awards for achievements in performance and songwriting. In 1997, one of Adele's songs was recognized as one of the top recordings in the state. Adele's passion is apparent in each and every song. By mixing country, blues, rock, and pop, she has created her very own dynamic style.
My audience is between the ages of 6 and 96, so that's really fun for me because I kind of hit everybody where they are. I love doing family concerts. Family concerts are really, really fun for me to do because I really want to promote strong families.
Her concerts are positive reinforcements of her commitment to history, hope for the future, and most of all, a passion for God. While not every concert is a Christian theme, Adele's positive message always uplifts and always inspires.
What I do has eternal purpose. To be able to help people move forward in their spiritual life and also in their physical lives. And sometimes those go hand in hand.
Adele's gift for public speaking and comfortable stage presence opens people's hearts to her message. After the concert, Adele takes the time to talk with every visitor, inspiring them with her stories of hope, but most of all, taking the time to listen.
I try really hard to wake up and think, okay, what am I going to do today that has an eternal purpose?
From the shores of the Yukon River to the bright lights of Washington, D.C., Adele's music has changed lives throughout the country. Her caring and down-to-earth humor have made instant friends with almost everyone she meets. Audiences are truly inspired by her singing and speaking.
Going through life with diabetes and just all the things that I've gone through, I don't think I could have done it without my faith in Jesus Christ.
Sometimes our goals and our dreams, if they don't even up with our moral standards, you know, they're not worth sacrificing everything. And you know what? God honors those who honor Him.
Adele Morgan, speaking from the heart.
From my heart.